Yeah. Yes, it is. Pretty much every game for the rest of the season is a must-win for Baker Mayfield. And we're keeping it real. He doesn't have to win every game the rest of the season, but probably should, starting with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
You got to beat the Lions, and you got to beat them convincingly, especially coming off of the performance that you had the week before. Listen, I'm I root for the Lions. Got a little bit of, kind of looks like Lions colors. It's not, it's more green. But I like the Lions. They've got a little fight. They should have taken that game from the Steelers. My Steelers last week, the Steelers gave it to them. The Browns coming off that performance, look, they're favored by 12. I'm not saying you got to beat them by 12, but you got to beat them by like 10. You have to really come out and have a great performance against the Lions. There's a lot of questions about Baker Mayfield. And the excuses are kind of starting to pile up. Starting to pile up. We know that this offense doesn't run through Baker. We can see that they are taking the opportunities for Baker to make mistakes and make bad choices away from him. If you look at the average attempts per game, he's averaging 27.3 attempts per game. So we can compare it to some other quarterbacks around the league that we know their offenses don't run through them and their teams don't have faith in them. Who's somebody like that? Let's see. Tua? 28.3 passes per game. Sam Darnold? We know how he likes to throw to the other team. 34 passes per game. Jimmy G? Big talent, but we know they don't rely on him to win games. 29 pass attempts per game. So they are saying we're not going to give this option to Baker. So he really has to come out, be convincing, and beat a terrible Lions team. Sorry, Detroit, but they are. They're terrible, and the Browns are supposedly not terrible. They won a playoff game last year. You're playing for a contract extension. You're playing for the bag. You should be going out there and performing. Listen, it's so callous of us to talk about injuries all the time. And listen, I stubbed my toe, I'm out for a week, all right? So I know where I'm speaking from. I like to have some self-awareness.
It must be your big toe then.
I'm just saying. I understand they are playing through excruciating pain and injuries and doing ungodly things to be out on the field. But everyone is at this point in the season. So I don't want to hear about the injuries particularly. If you're out there, you have to be able to perform. He's in a situation now where there's a lot more questions than there are answers. And this is a terrible Detroit team. So yes, Baker Mayfield has to win this game, and he has to win it convincingly. It cannot come down to the line like it did last week with the Steelers, which is I'm still trying to recover from. I've compartmentalized it. I'm trying to move on, but it's a process.